Sir Lancelot is one of the most celebrated and tragic figures in Arthurian legend. He stands as the epitome of knighthood, embodying courage, strength, and devotion to the ideals of chivalry. Yet, he is also a deeply flawed and conflicted character, whose greatest love becomes his greatest downfall. His story is one of heroism, honor, betrayal, and ultimately, redemption. A tale that continues to captivate audiences centuries after it was first told. Lancelot's origins are shrouded in mystery, but many legends describe him as the son of King Ban of Benwick, raised by the Lady of the Lake, who taught him the ways of knighthood and magic. When he arrived at Camelot, his skill in battle was unmatched, and he quickly became one of King Arthur's most trusted knights. His strength, bravery, and loyalty to Arthur set him apart, making him the ideal knight of the Round Table. He was a warrior without equal, defending the kingdom from invaders and proving his valor in countless tournaments and battles. Despite his devotion to Arthur, Lancelot's heart belonged to Queen Guinevere. Their love, though forbidden, was undeniable. It began as admiration and respect, but over time, it grew into an all-consuming passion. Torn between his duty to his king and his love for the queen, Lancelot found himself trapped in a conflict that could have no victorious outcome. Their affair, though hidden, was eventually discovered, leading to turmoil within Camelot. Some of Arthur's knights saw Lancelot's actions as treason, while others remained loyal to the knight who had fought so valiantly for the kingdom. This betrayal set into motion the events that led to the fall of Camelot. Arthur, bound by his duty as king, could not ignore the disloyalty of his closest knight and his own wife. Guinevere was sentenced to execution, and Lancelot, in a desperate attempt to save her, fought his own brethren, killing several of Arthur's knights in the process. This act shattered the unity of the Round Table, creating a division that could not be mended. Arthur and Lancelot, once brothers in arms, became bitterly opposed, and the kingdom that had once been the pinnacle of justice and peace began to crumble. After the destruction of Camelot, Lancelot went into exile. He wandered, haunted by guilt, seeking redemption for the chaos his love had caused. In some versions of the legend, he becomes a hermit, dedicating the remainder of his life to penance and prayer. He mourns not only the loss of his love but the downfall of the dream that was Camelot. His story does not end in triumph, but in reflection, reminding us that even the greatest heroes are not immune to human weakness. Lancelot's tale is compelling because it speaks to the contradictions within human nature. He is both the ideal knight and the man who betrays his king. He is a warrior of unmatched skill and yet powerless against the pull of love. His story is one of glory and tragedy, showing that even the most noble of figures can fall from grace, but also that redemption is always possible. His legacy endures because it is timeless. The themes of love, duty, honor, and sacrifice continue to resonate, making Lancelot one of the most human figures in Arthurian legend. He is not perfect, nor is he purely defined by his mistakes. He is a man caught between two worlds, the world of ideals and the world of emotions. His story reminds us that greatness is not about being flawless, but about the struggle to uphold one's beliefs in the face of impossible choices. And so, Lancelot remains one of the most captivating figures in mythology, a knight whose sword was unmatched, whose heart was torn, and whose story will continue to be told for generations to come.